What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, world? It's your host. It's your boy, Ryan from the Six, man. You know what it is. Big Six is in the building. Yeah. Shout out to everybody, man. Had a good weekend. Wasn't too much going on the docket. Obviously we had the big fight, the big heavyweight clash. Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker. That was good, man. Obviously didn't pay for the pay-per-view, man. It wasn't worth it, bro. I'm sorry, man. Even though that was a good fight, the boys did their thing. I'm sorry, man. Frank Warren ain't give us for what, $60 worth, man. That shit was crazy. But yo, let me know how the audio is. Let me know how everything is. This is a new platform for me. I've never been on it before. Ain't give us for what. So I just wanted to make sure everything was good. I tried to like put in the intro and it was lagging the stream. So I was like, man, I gotta figure this out. I'll figure it out though. Shout out to my guy Dub in the building, man. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But shout out to Fabio Wardley won. He made me look like a genius because he won the fight how I thought he would win the fight. It wouldn't be pretty. It wouldn't be no boxing lesson. But I thought that, like, from the standpoint of Joseph Parker, man, I was quite surprised by his game plan and what they did. I didn't expect him to come and bang with Fabio Wardley. I thought for sure they were gonna box, man. The whole fight, stay on the outside, and you know what I'm saying, just basically keep Fabio Wardley on the outside. Keep him guessing, jabbing him up. But nah, they didn't do that, man. Them guys were trying to knock Fabio Wardley out, and I was quite surprised with that. With that approach, I didn't think it was the right approach. Nonetheless, who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm not the man with the plan, but shout out to them, man. Shout out to everybody who competed this weekend. Here are our topics for the night, man. We got the Fabio Wardley, obviously Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker, Mary Spencer, and Michaela Mayer. They fighting on the 30th this Thursday. And then we also got Bawati coming back, man. Y'all don't know why my slides are doing this now. See, this is a new program, yo, so my bad, yo. I'm still getting used to this. Y'all let me know how it is. If it's trash, let me know, please, and I'll get off it and move on to the next one. But yeah, smash that like button when you come in, man.
Yeah.
Fight her.
Wolf, man, for sure. But yeah, Fabio Wardley, Joseph Parker, number one. Those guys, they did their thing, man. That was a great fight. I'm not gonna shit on that fight. That fight did its thing. I just think for sure, Frank Warren dropping the whole, $60 okie doke on us, man. That wasn't it, bro. Like, I wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that fight was worth $60. Now, I'm at that point where I'm like, yo, we just got to pay for what we like. Shout out to all the fans who do that already. But as for the fight itself, it was a good fight. I'm not going to lie. The guys did their thing, man. And it was a good fight. But it's okay, bro. I think Joseph Parker is going to be one of the guys who are, I want to say, gatekeeper. I never really thought, I didn't think he could beat Usyk. I don't know if he could beat Caballero. And I just didn't think he'd have enough in him to stop Fabio Wardley, man. And I feel like that was the only way he'd beat Fabio Wardley, by stopping him. I say that to say Fabio Wardley's got something left in the tank. He's always got something in there because he's got the one shot, man. He's an equalizer fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna knock you out. So I looked at the whole fight like, man, it's probably gonna go deep. But if Fabio Wardley lands, I felt like it was gonna be kind of like just like the Justice Hooney, where he lands something clean at the end of like 11th round, 12th round. He gonna win because Joseph Parker just not gonna recover. Now there was controversy in the fight. No doubt there was controversy. You know, that stoppage. I thought it was even quick, and I was rooting for Wardley, man. But I always say we don't know what the judge is seeing. We don't know if the guy's eyes is all rolling in the back of his head. We don't know if, he's not responding. We don't know, bro. We don't know what he looked like. Only the ref knows because the ref is there. So we just got to look at it as fans as like, damn, man. Joseph Parker, he went through something, man. He may have got, he got his ass whooped, bro. But I think Fabio Wardley, it's all well-deserving on his terms, bro. I'm never going to take nothing away from Fabio Wardley. I think he's one of the best stories in boxing, bro. I really do, because Fabio Wardley is somebody who the casual fan should get behind, man. Fabio Wardley, he ain't got no amateur background. Shout out to my guy, LA, in the building, man. What's good, my brother? But yeah, Fabio Wardley, he ain't got no amateur background. He came off the collar, boxing scene. So, he really is, bro. He really is boxing's, I see, boxing Cinderella man. That's what I say. Damn, bro, they did me dirty. Like, they won't even play the one I want to play. I'm trying to play the Fabio Wardley joint. Yeah, man, Fabio Wardley is definitely boxing Cinderella man because of his story, what he's been through. The man is literally Cinderella man, bro. And when I say that, I mean like he got 2 white collar fights, and then he's learned his whole career on the pro level. Like that's insane, y'all. Like that's unheard of. But I say he's a guy you should root for because he embodies everything of like getting off the couch and being a fighter. The dude's putting so much work. I think he started at like 21. It wasn't even a promoter who found him. It was Dillian White who found him and put him on, brought him to the gym. So I mean, man, it's an awesome story. And it's one that doesn't happen in boxing a lot. Usually it's the guys who are like been fighting forever since they've been like 6, 7, or 8 years old. Those guys are the ones who become world champions and get to the top of the sport. But this is a guy who started mad late, never really did professional or amateur boxing, and is now defying the odds on so many different occasions. His last 2 fights were against former Olympians in Frazier Clark and Justice Hooney. He stopped both of their ass. And then, you just fought Joseph Parker, who's a former world champion, brother. And you just stopped him. Like, that's crazy. Shout out to L-Dub Boxing. Y'all check out L-Dub Boxing. He got a great channel, man. Always dropping that info. My man WWJ said Wardley is what we've been waiting for. But that style is one ride ticket, man, because it's pedal to the floor. Yeah. And you know what, Dub? He definitely got that style, bro. That it's one you don't really want to fight against, because if you can't get him out, you in for a long night, man. And he's one of them dudes who he just showing, I'm gonna outlast you. I'm not gonna really do all the pretty things. I'm not gonna do all the the great boxing skills, the footwork. I ain't got all that, but we gonna outbox you, bro. We gonna out pressure you. We gonna put you on your back foot the whole fight. And that shit wears on you mentally. You know, I'm not saying Joseph Parker was thinking about quitting, but I'm pretty sure he was in there like, damn, bro, this dude he keep coming forward. He keep on coming forward, man. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's up with that because, you know, I really appreciate what Fabio Wardley does for the sport, man. He's one of the guys who in my opinion, he a fun guy to watch, man. I think Fabio Wardley's good for the sport. You know, we should all like Fabio. Because Fabio Wardley, he represents how do I say it? He represents a new age in boxing. You know, who was the last guy like Fabio? It was probably I gotta say it was probably Deontay Wilder, man. That's who I could think of and be like, who was the last guy, you know, in boxing or on the boxing scene came in late. But even Deontay Wilder was you know what I'm saying? Even Deontay Wilder was a Olympian. So even he had bigger or more amateur pedigree than Wardley does, man. Which is crazy. Nuts to hear. My man LA, he said, I don't know, Ryan, remember the fast count with Hooney. Now the early stop with Parker. Frank knows what time it is. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right, man. It was definitely one of those counts where it was fast. I didn't like it either, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was picking Wardley to win. So I thought for sure that count was fast. Like I said, we don't know, man. We're not in front of the fighters when they getting clipped like that. So we don't know how they look, man. Shout out to my guy Honorary Boxing, man, in the building. My Puerto Rican brethren. Make sure y'all go check his channel out. Irony Boxing. I know he picked a whole bunch of fights that he wanted to watch. So yeah, he dope for that, man. But yeah, man, we also on X Spaces if you want to jump in there and check out the conversation that we got going on X Spaces. I don't know if I'll be able to bring people in because of the streaming services. I gotta figure it out, man. It's my first time on it. You know, I'm gonna figure it out, man. I think I'm able to clip it, or not clip it, but link it to X Spaces. So I'm on there right now. I see the audio's working. So it's all good, man. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Shout out to LA. He said Sergio Martinez started at 20. Oh yeah. Yes, Sergio did, man. You're right. And he had success early too, became a world champion. So like we see the bar. Like Fabio can definitely make it to that stage of being a world champ. But it would just be nuts that, you know, if Fabio Wardley was a guy to beat Alexander Usyk, like that would be out this world, man. That would be totally something out of left field, something we ain't never experienced before or thought we could experience. Yeah, man. I think for sure it'd be a whole lot different than, you know, what we're thinking, man. But yo, Fabio Wardley's a beast. I'm not gonna take it away from him. That win over Parker was great. But I guess we gotta ask the question, you know, what's in it for Parker next? You know, like what's gonna happen now for Joseph Parker? Where do we think he can go? Where do we think he can have success? Do we think he can beat any of the top heavyweights? You know, I think that's a legit question right now. Like I said, I never had him beaten Ajit Caballero. I don't know if he can beat Daniel Dubois unless he boxes. And then it's like, all right, can he beat, you know, some of the rising guys? Can he beat Richard Torres? Probably, yeah. But Jalalab, you know, I don't know, man. That guy, he's very rangy. Who else is up there? Moses Atama. can Joseph Parker beat him? It's just like, where does Joseph Parker fit in now? Or is he back to like he could only beat the guys like Philip Hergovich and or not? We don't even know if he could beat Philip Hergovich because I think Zhang was kind of older than him and same with Wilder. Wilder was old as well too. I think Joseph Parker owes us a Bacoli fight when Bacoli is healthy. That's what I think we need. My man, Irony Boxing says he wants a Parker versus Makhmudov or Villaneno. Okay, Guido. All right, the last two winners. You want either Makhmudov or Guido to win to fight Joseph Parker. I mean, I think those are good fights for sure. Both of those guys are not like top heavyweights. They're not in the top 5, top 10. I don't think. Maybe top 10. My man WJ Dub said Parker needs a year layoff because that was low key brutality. Yeah, man, Wardley, that was a war, man. That's what you're gonna get, Fabio. An absolute war, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, man, Fabio Wardley, he ain't playing games, and I don't blame him, not one bit, bro. Can't be out here playing with these guys. But yeah, I think for sure, like Fabio Wardley, he got a. How do I say it? He got to show us something now. But I don't even know if he gets the Usyk fight. So we got to ask the same question for Wardley, man. Who is he going to fight? Because I don't think he going to get the... I just don't think, y'all, he going to get the Usyk fight. I just think Usyk is... I don't know. I don't know what's up with Usyk, man, if he going to fight again. And, like, what fight gets him in? You know what I'm saying? What fight gets him ready to go just defend undisputed? That's another thing, man. I don't think that there's any fight out there that we're all clamoring for and we're like, yo, we want to see Usyk fight this guy, man. I don't know, man. My man LA said he could still be a gatekeeper for Mr. MR or Moses Atama, you talking about? At the very least, he can fight in the Aussie. For No Limit, they need heavyweights. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, No Limit doesn't really got heavyweights, man. They got the one guy, though, from Australia. I forget his name, man. Matchroom's got him. My man Elda Boxing said Guido mess around and get that Caballero fight in Germany on January 10th. Okay. Guido entered the new WBC rankings at number 12. That'd be dope, man. They probably setting that up then, or they moving him closer to somebody in the rankings. I mean, Ernie Boxing said Wardley should get either Usyk, Caballero, or Moses. Yeah, man. Oh, he's a matchroom. Okay. Yo, I ain't sold on Moses just yet, man. I see he looks good, man. He looks great. But when y'all don't take the Frank Sanchez fight, it kind of shows me y'all know he ain't ready for that yet. And I'm sorry, man. Frank Sanchez ain't getting in there and beating no Wardley, man. I don't think so either. He getting stopped too. And I just think that Wardley just got that. Like, he obviously not going to outbox Moses. I'll say the same thing. He'll just outwork him. And he might even break that kid quicker than he broke Parker, man. It's just at that point, it's like, hey, Moses, if you can't get him out of there, chill, bro. You got to have a crazy mental state to deal with Wardley. Because he's just going to keep coming, throwing. And he's a puncher, man. He going to hurt you at some point. My man WJ said Parker versus F.A. Yeah, F.A. a job, but we don't know what's going on with him. Didn't him and Bacoli like have a fight to a draw? And then we just didn't hear nothing about either guys after. That's crazy, man. Actually, Fabio versus Piccoli or Jagba could be nice. Yeah, I want to see them two fight. I want to see them guys mix it up. They the ones who, you know, had the draw. That's crazy. I totally forgot about that draw too, man. Just like that whole card, because the Canelo and Skull was just so, easily unforgettable, man. Like we not remembering anything about that card. Terramona, that's the guy's name from Australia, the Olympian dude. Yeah, he's with Matchroom, I think. Yeah, MR Matchroom. Yeah, LA. I'm pretty sure that dude's with Matchroom. I only seen him fight like a handful of times, maybe. No, he's a good fighter, man. I ain't gonna front. Like, he do his thing. He really athletic. But I think just in the heavyweight division in general, like, it doesn't matter who it is in the heavyweight division. Like, I feel like you gotta be a little bit seasoned. Not much, but a little bit. You gotta have something going on. And I think you need to go through a little bit of adversity. So when you get in the big fight against the big boys, you ready, man. Moment doesn't get too big because, guys, these guys, especially in this day and age, they don't want to become memes, man. They don't want to become memes. So we got to protect them from that. But yeah, what else we got going on here? We got Mary Spencer and Michaela Mayer. Yo, they putting it down on Thursday in the main event out here in Canada, Montreal. Women going at it. That should be a good one, man. That's going to be a good fight. Michaela Mayer, she always brings it. And Mary Spencer, she got like a 60% KO ratio. So she punching. But her only losses is from her mans, the German, who came over here twice and beat Mary Spencer. So Mary Spencer has shown some holes in her game, as well as Michaela Mayer. She has losses as well to Alicia Baumgartner, I believe, and Lauren Price. Lauren Price one was a little bit, you could say was a little bit crooked there with that decision. Yeah, I didn't like that one personally. But I think this is a good fight, a low key fight. I don't think it'll be spoken about like in the light that it should be, right? It's women's boxing. That's just what these people do, man. They be hating on women's boxing, but I think this will be a good little scrap, man. I think it'll be a good little scrap. And I got Michaela Mayer taking it. I know I'm supposed to stand behind my Canadians, but I just think Mary Spencer's getting a little too on the wrong side of the age in boxing. She's been boxing for a very long time, been to the Olympics, huge decorated amateur career, but I just think she's on the wrong side, man, of her career. She's on the down spiral. And Michaela Mayer seems like at this weight is peaking. Like, she's starting to get way better, You look at her fights with Sandy Ryan, the first one to the second one was just a huge improvement, and part of it was the weight. So I gotta assume she's only getting better. And Michaela Mayer's chasing undisputed. And I wonder if she's also chasing Clarissa Shields, because I think she's moving up in weight for this fight. I gotta go check that. I think Michaela Mayer, her last fight I want to say was at 47. And I think this fight is at 54, if I remember. But yeah, I just think, man, we're at that point where Clarissa Shields needs a good opponent, and I think Michaela Mayer does fit that bill for sure. She does fit that bill. But we'll see. We shall see, because no, Michaela Mayer, her last fight was 145. So yeah, 147. And yeah, Mary Spencer is the at super welterweight. Yep. My bad, yo. Yeah, she's at super welterweight. So Michaela Mary's moving up. And I wonder what she trying to do, man. Y'all think she trying to chase Clarissa Shields? I mean, that'd be a good fight. I would not be opposed to it. I would like it. I think Michaela Mayer would make that press conference interesting. You know, Michaela Mayer is not, she's not scared to get, she get down with it. We saw her and Alicia were on the undercard of Savannah Marshall and Clarissa. And I felt like they really held it down, bro. Like they held down that event. Like that was like a fight that we were looking at more, bro. Oh, Natasha Jonas, that's what it was. I said Lauren Price, I think. Yeah, talking about Canadians Grand Prix final, Canada big favorite at 160. Hell yeah, my man Oscar in the building. Yeah, that's my guy Derek Pomerleau. Yeah, he gonna win the Grand Prix, man, at 160. And then Carlos Adames, you've been holding on to that belt for a little too long, so give us our shot, my guy. That's all we asking for. Just give us a shot, brother. Yeah, man. I think for sure it's gonna be a good event, good fight. We got Wilkins Matthew. He's fighting against Shaquille Finn on the undercard. If anybody knows anything about Shaquille Finn, he was the guy who drew with Eric Bazian before Eric Bazian fought Jaime Munguia. And Eric Bazian was giving Munguia everything before he lost the fight. But yeah, so that's gonna be a tough fight for Wilkins Matthew, who is the eye of the tiger, young guy coming up at 168. It's a step up fight, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, what gets grooving and moving. I think it'll be a great fight, between those guys. It's a domestic fight for us, so I know most people won't care about it. But the fight you guys should look out for on the undercard of that card, I'll give you the gem. It is Arthur Biersanov versus Sergey Lipinets. I know Lipinets is old. I know Lipinets is not who he was, but Arthur Biersanov, he's number like 10 or 9 in the WBC rankings at 140. I promise you guys, he's going to be a factor in 140. The guy is a great boxer. He's just not talked about enough because these boys is ducking him. They don't want no smoke, man. I'm telling y'all. But shout out to my guy Fun Truck in the building. He said, "What's good, Ryan from the 6?" You know what's up, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, share the channel. Yeah, if you want to jump over to X Spaces, I could possibly see if it could work to where the people can hear you from X Spaces. But I haven't tested it out. But this is my first time doing this type of on this streaming platform. Like it's called Prism Live or whatever. Yeah, man, I'm trying it out. Cause yeah, StreamYard, I'm getting pissed off with that. But LA said, yeah, man, let's talk about that too. Floyd Schofield, man. Floyd Schofield, I don't know how y'all feel about it, man. Y'all think he capping? Y'all think he really injured? Y'all think Schofield got something in the back end, the back pocket? I just don't think like Jojo Diaz is what they really scared of, man. Like I'll say that of all things. Like my man can't be out here scared of Jojo Diaz. Really? I don't know what they got going on. And I feel like Oscar De La Hoya probably had it up with them to a point to where he's like, man, y'all can't be just, pulling out of fights. Y'all can't be just not showing up to fights. You know what I'm saying? Like Oscar De La Hoya gotta be pissed off with those dudes. So I think for sure the Schofield's just gonna do what they gotta do to please Oscar, man. They got this deal that was crazy. This big long deal that they signed where I didn't think they needed to sign, but they signed it. And now, now they pulling out of fights. I thought Tevin Farmer fight was harder than the Jojo Diaz, so can't really say, oh, they scared of Jojo Diaz. Like, I just can't say that, man. It's way too hard for me to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even envision that. But hey, it might be a thing. Might be a true thing. Very well. But what y'all saying, man? My man Oscar said a 140 is wide open. Aside of 154 is the most stacked division. No, 140 is, absolutely one of the best divisions in boxing. It's not name sexy, but bro, there are some great fights. We got one coming up in a couple weeks with Gary Antoine Russell and Andy Hiroka. That's going to be a great fight. I'm excited to see that. Hopefully it moves the division, shakes some things up. But then there's also T.O. Shakur talks, which is awesome. If Shakur Stevenson can go to 140 and make the division even better. Yeah, there's fights at 140, man, for sure. Subriel Matias, he's going to handle his mandatory. Dalton Smith, I don't think he's going to lose. So, yeah, I think for sure 140 is definitely a great division. And that's why I want my guy Arthur Biersalon to get his shot so he can show that he's another guy in the division who can do work, man. Maybe followed by heavyweight. Oh, yeah, heavyweight's also wide open because outside of Usyk, it's like, who do you think is the guy? I mean, right now the guy got to have the cases Ajit Caballero. But then it's like a lot of people are on that Moses Satama train. Not your boy here. I'm not, bro. You got to prove yourself. You just can't show up and beat Dillian White and think, we'll put you on the train. Nah, bro. It don't work like that. Yeah, man. It's crazy. My man LA said I think they're hoping by the time they reschedule the fight, Tank will be stripped, vacate the WBA. That's what they doing, bro? Nah. Yo, LA, I see where that's coming from, bro, and I totally get that. I hope not, bro. I really hope that's what they're not trying to do. Because that's ridiculous, brother. Like, we gonna wait for Tank Davis. Then they should have probably put the petition in as soon as Tank Davis went and signed for that Jake Paul fight. They should have put the petition in to the WBA as, okay, we're going to do our final eliminator next. Then they probably would have looked like legit. Because Tank came out and said he didn't ask for an exemption. And I don't think he can get an exemption for Jake Paul. It's not even a real fight. So how the hell is the WBA gonna give an exemption on a fight that's not even a real fight? No, they better not. But the WBA, they do what they gotta do, man. They do whatever. No, they don't give a damn about us. They don't even give a damn about boxing. They're not even on BoxRec no more, the WBA. They've been so disrespectful, man. We got Shawa in the building. She said, salute Ryan in the chat. What's going on, big member? Oscar said, 140 lit till you look at 135. Yeah. 135 is going through that turning point right now, Oscar. A lot of young guys. It's top heavy, man. Abdullah Mason, Floyd Schofield. Maybe Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is still there. Andy Cruz will probably be the next guy, in my opinion, if Shakur Stevenson leaves. But yeah, it's just top heavy. I don't even know who else like is worthy. Like Edwin Dallas Santos, isn't he still there? Like Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach should be there, but they're at 40. So they make 40 even more stacked. That's where they're at. Which is insane that they're at 40. Those guys are small. Compared to the other 40-pounders. But hey, salute to them. They challenging themselves. I'm for that when guys challenge themselves. So shout out to Lamont and Isak. They campaigning at 40. My guy Boxing Wiz in the building. What up, champ? What up, man? 35 will be coming along, Shawa says. Yeah, I agree. I think so. My man, Book LA said Auntie was on Mill City today. And he kept saying he doesn't care what people think because we're still fighting for a title in February, whatever that means. Man, he just come out and say nonsense, man. That's what he talking. So maybe you right, man. Maybe you right. Brother. Maybe they did pull out the fight for the title. And it's funny because he said basically they not chasing titles and they don't care about titles and X, Y, and the third. Now look at them, man. Chasing titles. Right? I ain't finna be on that, but hey, they just telling themselves, so it is what it is, man. I don't know why he always going on the podcasts and just telling on himself. Like they do that all the time, man. I don't understand it. My man Birdman in the building. What's going on, man? He said, smashes. It's not the right word. Parker was winning, man. Sixes, yeah. No, Parker was winning. Parker was definitely winning the fight. Yeah, for sure he was, man. Until he started getting smashed on and beat on. But hey, I think that was gonna happen, man, eventually. Boxing Wiz said Lamont should be easy money. Okay. You got Lamont beating Eastside Cruz easy. Auntie Schofield be tripping, you said. Yeah, man. My man Oscar said, who do you favor between Mulataya versus Cruz, though? I think Cruz a better boxer. I don't have it as a clear cut as some people. Nah, I got Andy washing him, bro. I just think Mulataya, like, he ain't really showed us a next level. Like, we wanted him to level up, especially in the Abdullah fight. And he didn't, bro. You supposed to stop that. Well, maybe not stop him, but he's supposed to look good against that dude. It looked like he struggled. Yo, we'll see, man. We'll see, though. That'd be a good fight. That's on Matchroom. Shout out to Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. They won the purse bid. Andy Cruz about to pass Keyshawn Davis. I don't know what the hell's going on with Keyshawn Davis, but Andy Cruz gonna get a title and might mess around and unify before, Keyshawn does. My man Birdman said, someone said Kid Austin is adopted because all senior do is pull out. Damn. Yeah. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. Yo, man. That's wild, bro. Y'all too wild, man. Y'all terrible, yo.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it.
Yo, man. Y'all terrible, bro. Y'all terrible. My man said he pull out. Yo, that's wild, man. My man Boxing Wiz, he's talking to Oscar there. Said, I got Cruz beating Mulataya. Shawa says, let's have him go Cruz. You a Cruz fan then, eh? Andy Cruz. No, I like Andy Cruz. I think he's good. Good fighter, man. Shout out to my guy Tito Mercado though. You know, telling the man he'd fight him when he's right beside him. Andy Cruz is there smiling because he don't understand what the man's saying. He's like, what? He's like, I even beat up Keyshawn's daddy too. he probably thought he was making a joke, yo. Didn't know he wanted to fight the man. Yeah, shout out to Tito Mercado, man. 140 division as well. Smoke, bro. LA said I'm leaning Cruz too. Yeah, I mean, I think Andy Cruz is more polished. I think his performances has looked better than Muay You can even like make I don't know. We'd have to look at the resumes, but you could even possibly say he's beaten the stiffer competition than Muay I don't know who Muay beat. That was crazy, but I know like Antonio Moran was a great win for Andy Cruz because the guys who beat Antonio Moran were only the elite fighters, man. Only elite fighters beat him. Speaking of Abdullah, did you see Kurt Scooby might fight Azim now that Ben? Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yep. Let me pull that up because I shared that earlier today that I saw that. And Mr. Hector Bermudez, he messaged me, man. He said, "What you think about that?" I said, "I think Adam Azim think, Kurt Scooby's a cherry. And that shit gonna go wrong. I don't know, yo. I don't believe in Adam Azim like some people do. I just don't, man. I think he's all right, but my bad, yo. I think he's all right, but I just don't see the hype, yo. Do y'all see the hype, man? In Adam Azim, like I just don't. I don't see the hype. I think Adam Azim, they trying to paint him to be like the next Prince Nazim, and I don't know why the UK been trying to find the next Prince for so long now, even though they kind of got it in Ben Whitaker. Like, I don't know, Adam Azim ain't no Prince, bro. Yo, Prince Nazim, the only dude who beat his ass was Marco Antonio Barrera, man, babyface assassin, and that dude's a Hall of Famer, probably. I don't know. I'm just saying probably because I don't know. But if I had to look and if you ask me if Marco Antonio Barrera is a Hall of Famer, I would say he probably is. Because dude has had a storied career and beating Eric Morales, my man beat Nazim. He's beating on some dudes, man. And Prince Nazim, that was his only loss. But hey, we should see, man. Man said Bozy got a crew sitting on the punches. Yeah. He's not an amateur no more. He's doing the professional style, man. My man Birdman said he thinks he's Azim. Azim is a domestic level. Yeah, he's not world class. No, man. That's the problem though. I think Kurt Scooby just needs an opportunity. I think Kurt just needs a shot. That's all he's asking for. And if Adam Azim gives Kurt Scooby that shot, he's not missing. He's not missing. He's going over there to stop dude. He's going over there to make a statement. I believe it. And they got Hector Bermudez there. Shout out to Hector. He gonna make sure he game plan and get everything right. So I mean, I'm with it, bro. I'm so with it. That fight, Kurt Scooby, Adam Azim. Yeah, let's get it going, man. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it popping. Oh man. I think it's a great fight. My man Birdman said he thinks, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes through, if it comes through. Because I do think it'll be a cherry pick gone wrong, for sure. For sure. My man Oscar said Adam Azim on that Atama hype train. Not saying they don't got that talent, but I don't see it yet. Yeah, me either, man. I'm of the same like mentality. I'm like, who these dudes beat for us to be calling them, the next monster, or lions, tigers, and bears. Like, who is he? Who they beat, man? Like, I'm sorry, beating Dillian White right now. Like, man, you know how many fighters can go beat Dillian White right now? Jalolov could beat him right now. Torres can go beat him right now. Probably Herkovich will wreck him too. Big Baby Miller probably smashed Dillian White right now. Like, Dillian White ain't it. So when Moses Tama beating him, I don't know how y'all want me to take that. It's kind of like when Boots beating Lima. Like, it's expected. Yeah, you're supposed to beat that man. Now, it's impressive that you did it in one round. I'll give you hats off for that. Beating anybody in one round's great. But yeah, you're supposed to beat these dudes. You're supposed to stop them. You did what you were supposed to do. Now, if you want to step up and you stop doing it in one, then yeah, you special, bro. But shout out to Clone in the building. What's going on, my brother? Said, what's good, pimp? How you? I'm good. How you doing, brother? He said Birdman got jokes tonight. I don't think Azim is it at all. Yeah, you see, nobody believe in Azim out here, man. And I don't know. Even like, wasn't he supposed to fight Dalton Smith? And even Dalton Smith was pulling up on him, and they end up not fighting. I think Sabril Matias should beat the dog shit out of Dalton Smith when they fight. That's just my opinion. And we would never think of putting Sabril Matias in there with Adam Azim. We know what would happen. No, sir. We're not doing that. Ever. So for sure, I think that man, Adam Azim is just all hype, man. All hype. Man, Birdman said, has Dillian White entered gatekeeper status? Oh, hell yeah. He's definitely a gatekeeper. He's going to be a gatekeeper if he keeps getting fights. I heard he's going to fight Chisora here soon. I don't know how to feel about that, yo. I don't know how to feel about that. That's a shitty fight, man. That's a shitty fight. You're probably going to be like, why is it a shitty fight? Because it's a trilogy. Nasty work. Trilogy we never needed. They gonna fight. They better not put that shit on freaking. They better not put that shit on pay-per-view. On any pay-per-view, bro. That's a prelim. You get that to the people for free. Don't put that trilogy on pay-per-view. You gonna disrespect the boxing fans. They already disrespecting us, but damn, man. It's crazy. We got here. Oh, man, so maybe. What fights you looking forward to, Ryan, up north? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fights on Thursday. Michaela Mir and Mary Spencer. I am looking forward to that. I like watching Michaela Mir fight. She a dog, man. She gonna come with that action. I think Mary Spencer knows she's coming up here to come take her. I think she has a title. I think she has a WBA title. She's coming up here to come take that. So she got to defend her strap, man. It's going to be a good fight. Plus, my guy, Arthur Biersanov, he's a 140-pounder. He's fighting against Sergey Lipinets on the undercard. Hopefully, he knocks Lipinets out, man. Knocks his brains out. Not literally. YouTube, don't flag me. Just hope he beats him up. Shower said, Sabril should Mark Smith. But we did see Pyro handle Sabril, so anything can happen. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't even think Dalton Smith is Liam Pyro status, man. I just don't. I thought highly of Liam Pyro. I think I even picked. No, I didn't pick Liam Pyro. No, I didn't pick him. But what I said was Liam Pyro will give Sabril Matias troubles. Absolutely. I didn't pick him to win, though. LA said Dillian is a journeyman at this point, not even a gatekeeper. Damn, the disrespect. The disrespect is nasty, man. My man said he not even the gatekeeper. They're not even. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Got him at journeyman status. See, that's not even a prelim headliner in my opinion. Damn, Birdman. Yeah, nah, but I agree with you, brother. Like, it's a trilogy, like, of two old men that, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if they've been champs. I know Dillian White ain't been no champ. I don't think Chisora been a champ. Man. Man, Clone said, oh, that's Thursday. That should be good. Yep. Yeah, that's Thursday. Yeah. Thursday night. I think it's on Tubi, Pluto TV, or the Top Rank Classics on their website. Like, it's gonna be on a bunch of free platforms, bro. So I mean, it'll be available, man, which is what we need in boxing. It will be accessible, available. You know, hopefully it's on the YouTube as well. Does Tubi have a YouTube? I'm not sure. They need to get on YouTube, man. My man Oscar said Parker versus Wardley was a slap with their with the glove being a pay-per-view. But that non-meaning trilogy be robbing people. Yeah, I mean, even though didn't Anthony Yard have a trilogy with Lyndon Arthur, bro? That was on a pay-per-view. Like that was on the Eubank and Ben one undercard. That was crazy. Yeah, Mayor Fight is on the Roku TV. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, Birdman, I think it is on Roku TV, and I'm not mad at that, bro. I can't be mad at those type of things because the sport is moving to where it needs to move. Like, yeah, it's not cable, but it's free streaming. We need this sport in free spots so that it can be seen by more people. We can start getting the numbers, get the viewership numbers back up. And then the big brands will start to jump in and put money into the sport. Then, we getting these big fights on a regular. It's a process, but we'll get there, yo. Shawa said Dalton isn't Pyro status. I did actually pick Pyro. Won money. Oh, salute to you. Clone said Tubi. Damn. Might as well be on AOL. That's wild, man. My man said AOL. Shawa said top rank on Roku, Tubi, Pluto, and Vizio. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms there that you can go get it at. And I think that's just where boxing's headed. It's just where it's going. We gotta be in free platforms at this point. The fights, the money is not gonna be there in the budget wise because there's not gonna be a massive budget. But that just means these lazy promoters, they gotta promote. Get up at your seats, go get them sponsorship money, go get the advertisement money. Go start knocking at the doors. It's time to promote, man. Time to promote. But yeah, it's Kurt Scooby, man. Shout out to him. He might be on that. He might be on that undercard, man. That'd be pretty cool to see Kurt Scooby on that undercard with Hector Bermudez, who's been doing his thing. I think he got a guy on the turkey card, the Last Samurai. So he be a little turkey guy, man. Turkey guy going to all these turkey cards. If he goes to that one there, Eubank versus Ben. 2, Riyadh season, Celsa promoting it. So let's hope Kurt Scooby gets the call, man. Can go over there and beat up on Adam Azim. And then Joshua Buatti's back against Zach Parker. Oh, that's coming up, man. Hopefully, that's a decent card. I'm not sure who's gonna be on the undercard, but we need Brandon Lee on one of these Queensberry undercards. What the heck is going on? What the hell is going on with Brandon Lee, man? He went over to Queensberry, and the last fight that I seen him in was on Jahad Tucker and Truck Simpson undercard. I don't know if he's fought since. Let me go take a look at Brandon Lee, man. Honestly, him leaving PBC, like, he basically in the same boat. And the insane thing about Brandon Lee is he's 30-0 and 26 years old. And we don't ever talk about him being in no championship fights. And he has some 10-rounders. Like, he has hella 10-rounders. They don't believe in Brandon Lee, man. Look, his last fight was an 8-rounder, and it was on that Chuck Simpson and Jaha Tucker undercard. That's insane, bro. Like, come on, bro. Nah, bro, we ain't jacking all that. That's pathetic. Man, what the hell is Brandon Lee doing? That man's 30-0, bro. Been in multiple 10-rounders. He ready for the 12. But they don't believe it, so they not putting him in the 12. They not even itching. They not telling us. They not giving us nada. They just said, nah, we ain't putting that man in the 12. Fuck that. Brandon Lee, nah, he ain't it. Shower, sit and talk to him. Yeah, get off your asses and promote. Yeah, no, it's terrible, yo. It's terrible. They just throw a card together. And like, man, Turkey Al-Sheikh did us the absolute worst because he threw the beautifulest card together, made it great. And then the kicker, the cherry on top was, this is going to be the start of free cards. That's what that was. So, man, I wasn't even thinking about looking at to see on my app, like, nothing about that because I didn't have to pay for it. And then as soon as, I think I came in here one day last week or something like that, somebody said, yo, it's pay-per-view. I said, what? No, let me go check the app, bro. Check the app. They done lied to us. They lied right to our faces, bro. Try to tell us it was going to be free. And then trying to throw in the okie doke at the end. And then it's like, when are you guys going to announce that this is pay-per-view? Like, when is the announcement going to happen? Because y'all just going to have a bunch of people thinking it's free. Well, the boxing community, we get like wildfire when this type of news come out. So a lot of people probably already know it's not free. But it's like, man, when were you going to tell the people? Like, what? That's wild. My man Birdman said, what do you think it's going to be, the co-main on that Virgil card? Yeah, I don't even know who's on the card, man. Wasn't Darius Fulgrim's on there, right? And Safar's on there too. Also Amari Jones is on there. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be the filler for the co, because that was actually, like, from a name standpoint, that was a good co. Jojo Diaz is well respected, well known, and Schofield's the up and comer. So that kind of fit that bill perfectly, with them. Yeah, I have no clue who's gonna be the code. They don't even got the whole undercard here on BoxRec. They only got the main event. But from what I've seen on the internet is, Darius Fulgrim will be on the card. Omari Jones will be on the card. And I don't know who else. Oh, Safar. Yes, Safar will be on the card. It's 175-pounder. Beat up on retired Kovalev's old ass, man. Shout out to him, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, when the old man staying too long, they got to get retired, bro. They got to get retired. Kovalev tried to come back. His drunk ass got retired. Shout out to Safar. Rob Savar, I think his name is. My man Birdman said, kind of short notice, but I hope Oscar gives us Darius Fulgrim versus Beck the Bully too. Ooh, that was a good fight. Set it up for Ron's favorite, a trilogy. Yeah, man. No, that was a good fight, bro. that was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like Beck the Bully and Darius Fulgram, I thought for sure Fulgram would pull it out. But Beck the Bully was just way too precise, man. He was catching this dude with his hands down. But I like Darius Fulgram. I hope he comes back stronger, man. He's a great fighter. He got a lot of grit. And I just think he got too prideful. Too much pride, yo. He said, yeah, now it's Darius Fulgram versus Stevenson. Okay. They gonna be the Stevens, is that Curtis Stevens? Not surely who that is. Shawa said surely they'll put Joshua Edwards on there too. Yeah. Heavyweight, they're gonna bill him. Joshua Edwards is on the card too. Okay. The Rocket. Gonna fast track him. Don't know how y'all feel about that. Nah, I mean, if they fast tracking everybody else, you might as well then. Like, you got Moses Atama on the fast track. You got they got a couple other dudes that they gonna. It looks like the Matchroom's gonna try to fast track Pat Brown too, their Olympian guy they just signed. You know, it seems like I don't know. Boxing is trying to find the next superstar extremely quickly. You know, I think Eddie got one in Boots Ennis. Like, you might have two on either side of the pond. You know, Ben Whitaker brings a big crowd, big following. He's like Ryan Garcia, right? But he don't do the dumb shit online, and he actually fights. Oh, Ryan Garcia, he don't even fight no more. We don't know what the hell Ryan Garcia doing. We don't know what Ryan Garcia up to these days. All we know is, you know, that man talk crazy. But yeah, I think for sure. I think for sure. I think for sure he'll be fast tracked. But I don't know if it's a good thing for his development. Even though he's a declared amateur though. Joshua Edwards. I still think you need to build in the pro game, especially at the heavyweight division. We done seen dudes like Jalalab go back to the amateurs and win another gold medal. Like, it's a process. But I do think he's worth it. Cause like the Americas just y'all just dying for one. Let's be honest here. We're just dying for a heavyweight who can take the mantle and, you know, go over there to the UK and beat up on all those dudes. You know, Usyk, he did it, right? He did it, but he didn't do it in the style we wanted to see it happen, man. We want to see Usyk beat up on dudes and talk that shit, right? But yeah, I think America would love that, man. To have a guy they can get behind again and go over there and just go on a world tour, man. Go on a world tour. But as long as Usyk's around, you gotta wait for Usyk to leave, man. Cause I do Usyk. He's just an absolute beast, man. Just a beast. Guys doing shit that it's just unheard of, man. How the heck you being outweighed 60 pounds and almost stopping, dude? This is insane, boy. Y'all think about the whole Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason, man? Y'all think that's gonna be a good fight on that card? I'm a little concerned, man. It looked like Abdullah Mason was training in his garage. Like, what the hell are you doing that for? Maybe they've been doing it his whole career, and I just seen it now. But I was a bit confused. Birdman said Edwards and Torres is the best we have. Yeah, and I think little heavyweights are conquering right now, so they fit the bill, man. Shaw would say I don't like Torres so much. Maybe if he refines a little bit, yeah, he's rough around the edges for sure. His style is very unorthodox, but hey, he gets the job done though. That. But yeah, we got Sam Noakes, Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn Davis, the WBO title he left. How y'all think that fight's going, man? Y'all think Abdullah Mason gonna struggle a bit? Think Sam Noakes gonna pull off the upset? It's gonna be an easy fight for Abdullah. Yo, we got the gaming marshal in the building. Of course, I remember you, champ. What's going on, man? I know you in the UK, so it's probably like, damn, it's probably late over there, bro. Like 5 in the morning or something like that. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. All right, you follow the UFC. I heard Tommy. They saying that Aspinall guy he quit, man. I don't even watch MMA no more because John Jones not fighting really. You know, but Oscar said it's a good fight, but for some reason I don't feel like a championship fight. Oh, the Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason don't feel like a championship fight. Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, he said it's 2 in the morning. Oh, damn. I thought y'all was further along than us, man. Than me in time. Okay, man. It's late. Tommy got his eyes poked by gang. Yeah, man. That's what I heard. His eye poked out. Some of these guys, like, who's the Chael Sonnen I saw, basically calling the dude a bitch. Like, saying, like, bro, you just supposed to deal with that. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, what you mean you just supposed to deal with that, bro? Man got poked in his eye. Can't see shit. How you supposed to fight? Noakes has some pop, LA said. Yeah, that's why I think it's interesting, bro, because like we seen Abdullah Mason get hit and get droppy. Like we seen him get dropped, man. And even though he got up and stopped the dude, that was crazy. But like he showed that, that chin is there to be hit. Man, Birdman said, pay my dues for that fight yesterday. I got Mason, Bam, Norman, Benavidez, all by KO. Ooh. You got Benavidez stopping Yard? Maybe. Maybe, yo, if I'm telling y'all, if Yard ain't doing no running, yeah, he getting stopped, bro. That man's gas tank is crazy. He never can make it, man. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Game Marshall said the main reason why I'm awake is because I'm playing modded feeding crowfish. When I saw your stream, I couldn't help myself. I love help. Shout out to you, brother, man, for coming through, brother. UK in the building. You know what it is. Streams are very fun to watch. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. Trying to grow, man. That's all. Trying to grow the channel. Shout out to the Game Marshal. But yeah, man, for sure. Man, Benavidez, man, some people think that I'm crazy that I'm not sold on Benavidez, but I'm just not because, they say he's a Mexican monster. But I just feel like, bro, like, he ain't fighting no monsters either. Bivol, I get the Bivol and Better Beef thing, I get. Them guys were supposed to fight. They were supposed to fight a trilogy. Whatever happened. Bivol got surgery. Better BF. It looked like he's pulling out his fight. I don't know why, for another fight maybe. Maybe he's gearing up for Benavidez in February, which would be nice. But why he getting off this card, man? Go ahead and fight. Just like Benavidez is fighting, and then do the quick turnaround with him. Like, I don't like that, bro. You trying to get an advantage? Fuck all that, man. Go ahead, fight. you win, Benavidez win, you go in the ring and tell him you're gonna beat his ass. Like, do that shit, man. But nah, I just think Benavidez, he's a great puncher, volume puncher. For me, it was the Caleb Plant fight that you couldn't put that guy away. And we know Caleb Plant fades in fights. Like, we know that. So I was always like, okay, this is a thing that could favor, you know what I'm saying? This could favor Benavidez because he knows down the line Caleb Plant's gonna fade. This happened in the Canelo fight, and Canelo stopped him. And David didn't get the stoppage. I was like, damn, like, I thought for sure he would have got the stoppage. Like, I feel like most people at that time was also picking David Benavidez to smash Canelo Alvarez. So I thought for sure, like, the statement's going to be made. We're going to take Caleb Plant down to the 10th, 11th round and just destroy him. And it just never happened. I mean, he was beating up on Plant down the fight. But we didn't get the stoppage. You got to finish these guys. LA said, I'm not sold on. Damn. He said, we'll just say Benavidez. He ain't sold on him. He said, I'm glad he's going to Riyadh, though. I hope he leaves Samson, too. Yeah, it sounds like that's what he was saying. His plan is to leave Samson and to keep fighting, to stay active. I think that's an amazing and great plan for David Benavidez. And if he goes down that road, he's going to be fine because he's going to find himself in some big fights, doing some big things, making some big legacy, making some big bags. And, yeah, that's what you need to do. Stay active and be in the public's eye at all times and keep winning, man. And I think David Benavidez can do that. And if he does, we looking at a possible superstar in the making, man. He'll probably be the next Mexican guy that all the Mexicans get behind because, he the only one. I don't know who else is out there right now that the Mexicans are excited about. I think David Benavidez can hold that mantle. Go ahead, walk with it, bro. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, man. Make sure you smash that like button when you come through. Show some love to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I just saw Gilbert Arenas, bro. That guy. Yo, he funny, man. He funny. But y'all, did y'all see? Y'all must have saw. Yo, Two-Tone the Superstar, man. They was crashing out on that man, bro. Oh, I see you on Johnny's thing right now. I might go over there and bug those boys. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for sure. See what we got going on in the chat. He said, nice background, man. Gotta admit, I do miss the old one when I started watching. Yeah, man. Yeah. We moving on up, Game Marshall. Yeah, the green screens ain't doing it no more. Nah, yo, I'll keep adding to this one though. Make it look better.
Better. I beat nothing but bums. So if I just beat Canelo Alvarez, then Canelo Alvarez is a bum, right? But I mean, he can call himself the face of boxing. I think he is the face of boxing. So
my bad, yo. Fuck, y'all could probably hear all that shit. Hopefully it moves the division, shakes some things up. I think that but then there's also T.O. David Benavidez talks, which is awesome. If Shakur Stevens next go to 140 and make the man, division they like better or not, whether they keep saying there's fights. He's what they say he's not Mexican or Mexican enough, something like that, right? I don't even think that. But then we'll see. We'll see what goes on, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, join the channel, subscribe. Yeah, this is my first time using this new interface. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's definitely not. I would need more screens, to be honest. It's not friendly. It's shitty. But I think it's the first time, my first time using it, so maybe that's why. Sounded like a hater. Jesus, that was a jump scare. That one was so. Sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah. It popped into my ear too, and it was loud in my ear too. I was like, damn, what the fuck? My bad, yo. That was some bull. But yeah, man, we gonna head on out. Appreciate y'all. I even got my ending screen, man. I got nothing loaded on this thing right now. So we just gonna close the show out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be back probably Thursday. We'll do the watch party. We'll do the Michaela Mayer. Yeah, we'll do the